until...
Ooh, yeah. It's Thursday, baby.
All right, we're back. Another exciting episode of Feedback Thursdays.
God, we're nerds.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, what are you gonna do? We're here existing, you know.
Gemini 88, what's good? Man, let's see. This did the Tipper's last, one of the Tipper's last Rising Field. Hello. Went to the Tipper Festival here in Oregon. I was actually in Washington, the Gorge Amphitheater, and that was pretty cool. There was some hit and miss feedback on that. Live Nation, you know. But that was cool. Got to see Tipper, one of Tipper's last sets, one of Spongel's last sets. Got to see LTJ Bookham. That was all very nice and cool. It's been pretty hot out.
It's probably hot where other people are too.
I'd imagine.
Summer thing. I'm not in love with it. The sticky, the warm. There's so much light.
Is anyone near Texas that were affected by the flooding? I was there not long ago, and I think it was... Atlas.
Atlas was very affected by the flooding. We'll see if he joins in.
How he was, what, nearby?
He was really nearby.
Yeah.
And people he knows and stuff or something.
Whoa.
I don't know. He'll have to tell you. We should bring in the YouTube commenters, see what they're doing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, where are you, YouTube? What are you doing with us?
Good.
Being chill. Being awesome or whatever people do, you know.
Okay. I want to pull up a
tune. Pull up a tune. I feel like that's allowed.
I think it's probably allowed. I'm working on an EP to put out sometime sooner than later.
Sometime in the field.
But want remixes, guys.
Yeah, we know they're out there. These people can remix.
Not a lot of people chomping at it, so let's play.
Dude, I think they think about it, and then we sign off the show, and they go into a different time warp.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, "What? Oh, I forgot everything that happened." You're like, dude, whoa. Memory design. Albeit.
Okay.
We can probably cut that even thinner, not off past the S. Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
Really tighten it up.
Sure. Well, I noticed that some of the longer comments were cut off last time.
Oh my! What?
Hey, man.
Dude, I'm done with that. Yeah. So see, now you know exactly how big it was last time.
That'll be fine. It's just fine.
Fine, just fine.
I just gotta make it perfect. It's gotta be perfect. You gotta be
finesse
right
it.
next to me. You gotta be right next to me.
You just touch it.
See, I keep moving the RetroSynth logo around.
Yeah, I know. It's like we need I guess if it was white, you couldn't see it either. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, well, if it was white, you can see it on the bottom. I don't know, dude.
Dude, we have a white one. We could just, or I bet you could just invert it. You just click on it and you're like, invert.
Yeah.
Uno reverse.
Oh, we got this up front.
You know, here's what I want to know is that, are you guys, Todd's got some amazing drum and bass tracks do you guys even think you're capable of doing a remix? Like, do you have the skills, you know? I challenge you. Take it in, you know?
Like, I'm cool with techno remixes too, but it's got to be either like techno or drum and bass on this EP. Ideally drum and bass. But you know, lately we just haven't been getting a whole lot of drum and bass artists. Like, I really wanted Affair to do one. You know, memory serves, I think he's too busy. But in the nearest past, well, how are you with like dark minimal tech?
Dude, Rising Field. Do it. I know you can do it. You're like, dude, yeah.
Hyperion, I like that. Hyperion Vision.
Dude, I want it. I mean, you can play it on a feedback stream. What?
Yeah.
People were like, wow, Rising Field.
We are nerds. Yeah.
Like, I'm a professional nerd. Okay.
Sup, nerd?
I fully adopted it, and I go to work at being a nerd every day.
Are you a nerd, a twerp, or a dweeb?
Yeah, calling all twerps and dweebs, you know.
All right.
This is such a smooth track.
I like it. This is one on the new EP. There's a lot of tracks that kind of have this vibe. Like this one. This one kind of has like a.
That's you come in with like a house-ish remix, or do just something.
Yeah.
Dude, I whatever you. I was stemming out today, Rising Field, by the way. I know you're like waiting for your stems. I was actually stemming out for Warren I mean, not like he'll ever get to the remix, but you know, I guess I can get him the stems. It's like I got the people chomping at the bit for the stems, and then everybody I've given stems to has done nothing with them yet.
Well, that's how it usually goes.
But they wanted them really bad. They're like, get them to me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, you either got to pay people or you just got to find the people that are just obsessed and manic. Anyway, we got it up front. It's dubstep from Rising Field. It's 872-136-5238-971726.
Dude, I love 97126.
Oh, dude.
726.
726. My favorite.
He looked because I was like, I look at the stems every day. I think about it. Like, I'm working myself up to opening a project.
I look at him. I cry. I cry. This is the first attempt at a serious dubstep track. Oh, but if it sounds not good.
Oh no.
Well, let's find out. It's 2 minutes 58 seconds. Let's find out if it's any good.
Why couldn't he do a dubstep remix? It's like techno only.
Oops. I guess he could, but it's just like
what you're really saying is you're like, okay, you can do a remix, but it's got to be Bad Kill Records appropriate.
Well, it's just got to be in the theme, you know. It's
in
like,
the theme.
I guess.
Liquidy theme.
It's not. It's just like dark rollers. Yeah.
Dark rollers. You already wrote the dark roller.
Yeah, but
somebody's remix should be different.
Sure.
Maybe not synthwave.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, maybe I should turn this up. I like it so far. I love this.
Dude, this is so unique. Like,
Chakra, what's good?
I would put this out on Bandcamp.
Oh, 100%. I was gonna say.
Like, what? Can we have it? What are we doing? Let's clean it up.
That's very nice. I love this. So
He's like, his red feels like, oh, you know, I did a thing.
It's
And like,
probably not very good.
it's kind of bullshit. I suck. I don't know. You know, I don't even know if we should listen to it. I'm like, wow.
this is right up Bad Kill's alley, and
Dude, this is fucking cool. I'm not liking dubstep very much lately, and this is super intriguing.
Yeah,
you know, it has so much.
Well, this is the kind of stuff we're after. Is just like we don't really want a whole lot of cookie cutter shit. Like we are really hunting after stuff that's very unique and kind of niche. And I mean, obviously that stuff isn't as popular as like bro step and some other stuff, but man, that's what we're always hunting for. And this is that. It's very melodic. It's very interesting, and it's very ear catching, if you know what I mean.
Dude, when he dropped that synth layer that just fit right with the wacky bass, like on top of it, I was like, oh damn.
Like if you were walking through a festival and you heard this playing, you would stop for sure.
Yeah,
just be like, whoa, what is this?
What is going on? Shame on you for using melody and dubstep.
Yeah,
like it's supposed to be one note with different synthesizers playing it.
Yeah, if you were to finish this and send it to us, this track alone would be an approval from us. But like an EP would be also very cool. But so in terms of feedback, one is like, you know, I know it's a whip. If you're using side chaining on the kick, I would maybe also try side chaining on the snare, which is a common thing to do here. Other than that, there was a couple sounds that maybe were just a little soft. That little little spring.
Yeah, spring. I think you're right with all these. You know, this orchestra of sort of random sound, you know, like not random, but you know, like different sounds, different instruments. The thing that I came across the most is that they weren't leveled. And one thing I might consider with a track like this, and this may or may not work for your workflow, but like I'm like thinking running those synths into their, you know, when you run their synths into their own bus, right? Just trying to get them sort of matched, but then putting a compressor on that bus.
Yeah.
You know,
just
then
keep everything kind of,
and it really kind of squeezes the whole thing. It's like, hey, this is one.
Yeah, obviously you don't want to compress it too much, but
just a little bit so that it's like, okay, all these elements are connected.
Yeah.
You know, they're working together. They're on the same. They affect each other too. So if one comes up, then it might get reduced in volume. The other one's a little lower, come up in volume. You know.
And what I was really hearing throughout here, I think for the second drop, you might want to try like a 4/4 drop too. Because I think that would work really well. And your hats could come up a little bit. to kind of match the high end of these guys. I would bandpass all of your bass to do a little bit of a high cut, let some of those hats through. I mean, honestly, just like bandpass the entire thing. Just let those hats just shine through. That way you're not getting so much mud on the high end, because you're doing quite a bit of like high end rich sounds here. I usually, like on my bass bus, no matter what I have on my bass, I'm usually cutting it off at like I don't know, 15,000, something like that.
Yeah.
And
bass
then,
bus.
Yeah. I even cut a little bit off the top of my hats, but I definitely cut everything.
Dude, he's always cutting.
Like 10 to 15,000 hertz. Just so it doesn't sound muffled, but so that some of the higher end elements of my sounds aren't clashing with my hi-hats and stuff. But I love this a lot. Yeah, this is fantastic. Cool direction. I am assuming this is your first attempt at serious dubstep. So first attempt, I say fucking good job. This is something you should probably explore more deeply, in my opinion. Anything else for it?
No, I mean, like it's such a good idea.
Yeah.
And it was not what I expected.
Yeah.
But I love that. And just like I do agree with the 4/4 thing though. I think that you really should come in with, just like maybe a phrase of it, like 32 beats of it, and then back into dubstep,
like the 4/4, and then like what I think is always really cool to like drop with something like a 4/4, and people are like, oh, that's sick, and then you subtly already start building, and you just like work a build, and then after like 32 you do like a dropout and then back into dubstep. So like really, really cool.
Yes
Really cool.
You wouldn't know it, but we've made some dance tracks
once in a while
we're like, ooh, how do we fuck these guys' brains up? Dancy, woo.
Yeah, see, I like the logo up top there.
Yeah, but then when you minimize the web window, it's like, oh no, the logo disappear logo.
I might do an edit on this so that it's like white border, black, or black with.
Yeah, you also I gave you like a whole pack of logos. They might ever have one. Sure. That.
Yeah, we have to.
I mean, I don't know if you want to just do an edit. You're just like, oh, I actually want to do work. I love extra work.
Look at this, people titling it correctly. Love that,
dude. Isn't that sweet?
We know who this is from.
Yes, we do know who it's from.
Yeah. Good job, Rising Field.
Ready.
Let's jump into Windows. All beginnings come to an end. That's not depressing at all. What's up, Demon Chillin'?
I wonder if they're like. I wonder if he.
Whoa.
Come from an end.
Oh. Okay. See. See. I'm just a little bit slow dyslexic. Love this.
Crazy when people know how to submit.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I would love to listen to this.
Aw, I appreciate that, Warren. You guys had me scared for like 2 seconds that we weren't going to have enough things to review the first time in a long time, and then it's because you sent them to the email exactly where you're supposed to. Like, oh no.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we actually prefer work in progress.
We only give feedback on things published by Sony Entertainment and it has to have been out for over 24 months. Available on vinyl and CD, and then we can give you feedback at that point once you make it there. Alright, I'm just messing.
I mean, we give feedback on released tracks, but obviously, like, nobody's gonna change. It's more like future reference.
Oh, dude, Atlas got his computer out of the flood.
Oh, nice, dude.
Dude, did you save the PC? I told you, save the studio PC.
Wait, did he lose his house?
No, I don't think his house got flooded, but he was like in danger of flooding. The flooding was near his house, and I was like, and I told him, grab the studio PC.
Yeah, just get the hard drive, dude.
Like, get the shit. He's like sitting on top of his car holding his PC. Like, no, nobody's gonna get these overdriven tracks.
I'm very glad you are okay.
If I found out he wasn't intending to stream due to a natural disaster or a flood, I'd just curse him forever. Not acceptable.
I love this, dude.
Dude, this is super cool.
Those flutes.
Hey Warren, can you tell us about the process here? You know, I know you make all the stuff, but do you slow it down after you make it?
The low end is really good here. Noises. Are you like Randy Marsh? Being lords on the toilet. Feeling good on a Wednesday. Oh. A little bit of an abrupt cut off there.
Sounds like he didn't just he just didn't render it all the way.
Yeah, maybe. This is fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I know I was talking over it, but it was setting the whole mood. Oh, I love how slow the drums fucking feel.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it
has a nice rhythm.
No, it's very nice rhythm, but it does feel like that stuff that's just like slowed down, like, you know, like and to know that he's not slowing down, he's just making it tempo, you know, is really cool. I like that.
I think the snare could use if not just a little bit of boost, then I think
smack it harder.
I think it could just be a little louder. So.
Yeah. I just wanted it just a tiny bit louder because that's so much beautiful texture to it and decay.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I'm listening for it, and I don't need to be listening for it, you know.
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Yeah, cut the low, bring the overall volume up, you know.
Yeah. So
that it punches through, but doesn't take up as much space.
But you know, I don't hate the low end on it. Maybe I'm just feeling like it needs a little more high end.
What about just that? But you can achieve that by just reducing the low end without cutting it.
You can just reduce the low end
and then bring the volume up.
Sure.
You know, what you talk about that all the time. Subtractive mixing.
EQing, yeah.
Or EQing.
Yep.
You know, up is down if you just do the opposite.
Subtractive mixing is when you bring everything else down, but the thing you're trying to make louder, which is a really great way to do it, but
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Warren, I do have something to tell you. So you've got your, I think you're using a Windows track for the beginning of your show with Memory Design, the
Yeah,
Synthwave
I'll be right
Hangout,
back.
and it is, uh, it is like embedded in my subconscious yesterday. I just fucking kept hearing your track, like in my, internal like headspace. It was, it's good. It's good. I don't know what track it is though. It's just like at the beginning of the synthwave hangout, and it kind of plays on a fucking loop. And I do love it though. I love it. Todd left me. I don't know, guys. Now I'm all alone with all you guys. Been a been a week. I hurt. I mean, I already was hurt, but I went to the doctor for my foot because I'm having a lot of pain in my left foot, and they said, well, you didn't break any bones, and there's no bone spur, so it's some sort of like muscle thing, plantar fasciitis or something. Plantis. I don't know. Like I gotta go see a podiatrist. It's dumb, but it's not gout. So I guess I don't need to walk to be here with you guys or do that awesome music. I actually have some New Balance shoes, but I think I've worn through them. No pun intended. Yeah, the planters. But yeah, it's like I gotta. Yeah, okay, yeah, Warren. Yeah, exactly. It's that thing. And apparently, I've got to like stretch it all the time and like put roller it, and like I work these 10-hour shifts like 3 days a week, and like I feel like the guys are gonna make fun of me. I'm like, I'm just trying to take care of my foot, guys. you know like it's not gout. It's not gout. It's not gout. I mean, what the heck so I can, what did it say? You guys, my girls talk too much. They like, so, I mean, I'm glad they're talking, but I'm just like, okay, it says plantar fasciitis. How do you say this?
Plantar fasciitis.
Fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis.
Also known as plantar's foot.
Plantar's foot. Yeah. What? Why do the planters get it? Is it like a farm thing?
Yeah, because they're like on their, I don't know. Maybe because of the name, but. All right, would you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I love it. I told him about how I loved another one of his tracks. He's got this vaporwave thing down real close. I don't have any feedback about the other stuff. Just the drums. Like he must have been talking to Memory Design when he set the volume level for that snare. No, I was just slightly too quiet. It's not that quiet.
Memory Design's like, it's too loud. Too loud. Bring it down.
Dude, put it in a bus in the parking lot, and then it'll be the right volume.
All right, good job. Let's jump into Chakra Dark.
Darkness is your ally.
Nice. Really cool sound design of this one. Your sound design is just getting better and better all the time. mix is pretty quiet.
Yeah, mix is really quiet.
I can bring it up.
And but like all the elements are kind of like lacking the punch that I'm expecting from them.
Well, I think this is a common thing for you, Chakra, is that I'm unsure if you're using sidechaining. He might just be in the anti-sidechain gang.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Got some The Dark Knight Rises quotes.
It's like one of the most quotable quotes of all time.
Quotable quotes. I feel like it loses me when he goes whoop whoop whoop. Like I like the parts before that better than that whoop whoop whoop. I think the staccato is okay, but I think that you can only do like maybe for me like 2 to 3, 2 to 4 of them, and then there needs to be a longer note. You know, if you go burp, burp, burp,
Yeah.
burp, 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 then it's too much for me.
Well, I think you would really benefit from having more like phase breaks, like bar end cuts and stuff. Just to
Look, it knows that you want to talk about sidechaining.
Just have a few more like quick breaks to like introduce another like phrase, you know.
I'm going to talk about what's going on in chat after this. I like these like RP build things. Those are beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. I love that all over the place. I'm here for that. Like, just before we get into the track, like the last episode of the Synthwave Hangout, like somebody deemed Warren boring. And then I was talking about my foot, and they're like, "Oh, Alex Lightspeed."
He is kind of Alex Lightspeed.
And I'm like, "Oh," and then just like yesterday, I was talking to my wife, and it was like, "Oh, I'm walking from the practice space, which is like 2 blocks away. I'm limp speeding over there." Just like so.
Well, really need to get you into the sidechaining because that's going to help a lot on your mixes. But your sound design is just really getting really good. Really proud of you for that. But I think where you still have some work to do is a little bit of your phrasing and just like dropouts and stuff like that, just to pepper through. It's pretty important for just like letting the listener know that that something's about to change, or our brains just kind of like that. So it's kind of an important thing to practice.
I have very few moments where for people that there are people that will argue against phrasing. It's very rare that I hear somebody argue against phrasing that actually is produces really great stuff. And I would say that you certainly can avoid conventional phrasing so that you'll just to be a little bit different, but you risk it just being less catchy, and it also like is easy to come off as like maybe you don't know what you're doing. But even if you are really purposefully not going along with phrasing because you are very talented and you understand it and you deliberately doing it, which is the only way to do stuff against convention in my mind is to do it with intention and deliberately. Don't ever let anybody think it was accidental that you did something, against what the norm would be. However, you definitely still risk it being, less intriguing for the listener's brain.
Yeah.
So just, and it's hard. I've argued with Todd about it a lot. I'm like, okay, look, we're just cutting it at 16 notes, not 32. And he's like, but it sounds wrong. And I'm like, what? But, come on.
Yeah, but your brain knows when it sounds wrong. That's the thing.
Look, I mean, like,
is it technically wrong? No, it's not technically wrong.
I feel like when I'm doing it, like at 16, I'm like, at least it's 4 measures.
But it's going to bother people. There is, I don't know if you remember, if you listen to NPR at all, but there was a show on NPR called The World. And their theme music, their old theme music, used to bother the shit out of me because the phrasing was all off, and it was like 3/4, like 5/4 timing or something like that. And I was just like, "This is terrible. I can't."
Can't even.
Every time I heard it come on, I just
he was like he like heard something that wasn't drum and bass, and he was like,
just
stop! My ears are bleeding.
Terrible. I just couldn't. It just really bothered me. So, luckily they changed it.
Luckily, they changed it to something more generic and conventional that Todd could process. 3/4, 5/4 timing. Oh.
But this is your work is getting much better.
I know it's a sidechain issue too, but I feel like the kick is weak in the mix. Like it could be louder compared to some of the other elements too. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because everything's real soft.
What I've noticed, Chakra, with your tracks is that you tend to use like a single loop throughout your whole track, and I'm just guessing on your method here, but it seems to me like you use like 1 or 2 loops, and a loop is really hard to sidechain. You need something to trigger consistently, and if you were to select a loop to trigger, it would just sidechain all over the place. It'd be really messy. So and it's kind of labor intensive, but you can high pass your loop and then introduce a new kick, just as a one-shot kick that occurs. You just follow the loop and put a kick over it, and then use that kick as the sidechain trigger. Pretty simple way to do it, but it is, it can be pretty labor intensive. But either way, I think it would help your mixes profoundly, and you're getting good enough that that's definitely deserving of a better mix. So that is my 2 cents. I also love Radiolab.
I think that once you get the hang of this loop cut, replace the kick, it'll become something that you just do because it offers you so much more freedom. I almost always find that you can either layer a kick, or you can replace the kick, or you can swap the snare. Like with the most loops that I use for drums, I use for timing ideas only, and top end, like, effect, so like cymbals and shakers and stuff like that. You should be writing out all your kicks and snares ideally, so you have complete control.
Yeah.
And for that matter, even with a loop, a lot of times somewhere in that loop you can pull the
you can like
isolate
kick.
Isolate the kick and the snare. I mean, not always, but often.
Yeah.
Often you can.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
100%. But constant improvement. This is great.
Oh, I can't believe that Craig
Pac-Man,
Pac-Man.
what's up?
He's in on Twitch.
Oh,
He's from Australia.
okay.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah.
He's always up in the middle of the night watching you.
We know a couple Aussies.
He's watching us.
Good job, dude. Thanks for shooting that in. Always a pleasure. Let's see. We got Gemini
Dude,
88.
keep submitting stuff. It's such a
Nacho.
pleasure to have you. I know that we had a lot to say about this, but that was a really good track.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah.
just a reminder, like the reason we get really intense. It's like those moments when you're about to ascend to the next level of production. That's when we get really focused with the feedback. You know, like we know it's in you.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're just getting excited. You know, for you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, dude. You're getting there.
definitely.
Cool. Well, let's jump into Gemini 88.
I think this is
Roxanne.
going to be great.
This is an early draft.
It's an early draft, though.
No Vox.
Could be good, though. Gonna be good.
Hey, so far so good. Okay.
Everyone's always trying to downplay their size before they unzip, you know. Here. Fucking. Look, okay, let's just see it, okay?
I love these hits. Whip it out. Let's see what you're working with.
That's fine. Let's go.
Yeah, this melody is great.
Oh, I have something so dumb to say, and I'm just waiting for it. It's really good, though.
Don't forget it.
I'm not gonna.
Nice little end, too. Okay, so there's a little bit of a harmonic conflict, I think, with the staccato bass behind there. You hear what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Right there. That is like right. Specifically like 206, 207. There's some the bass isn't changing notation when it should, I think. Or it's hitting a note that maybe it shouldn't. I'm not gonna shit on your mix because
you know, wait a second. Gemini, you didn't tell me that this song was featuring Memory Design on drums. Like,
okay, all right.
I didn't.
He's been waiting.
I didn't know.
He's like sitting there trembling, waiting to say that.
No, your drums are really quiet here. Like very quiet. Like
no, but for real, your drums.
That sucks, but just
this has like some like really beautiful nostalgia vibes that I'm just really into.
Is that guitar in the background?
It is.
Yeah.
Are you saying you can't hear it?
No, I can hear it. I'm just making sure that
Everyone
it is
says we need to
guitar.
go to dark mode here. At the top.
How do I do it?
Hold on. Let's see.
I think you gotta go into your YouTube settings.
Okay. Hold on.
You can do it in the other window.
All right. Hold on.
Let's do it. Why are we not?
Well, I'm getting enough complaints about it that I think.
Dude, I do think it's atrocious. Everything we do sucks.
That's true. That's true.
And this is no different.
We do suck.
Okay.
Quite a bit. Okay.
Into your YouTube settings.
Shush. Okay, go top right. You go to what settings?
Settings or appearance. There's also
Appearance.
Okay. Appearance device theme.
Okay. Dark thing.
Dark thing. Okay. And what does that do for us? Ooh, that looks darker.
Okay. that's
Okay.
darker.
Now we have to reopen
Okay.
the
I'm
chat.
gonna. Okay.
Okay. We'll try again with the chat. Why? Yeah. Look,
Look, dude.
you can't just be out being white anymore. Like you gotta.
Okay.
Now we pop that out. Oh, look, it's dark.
Okay. All right.
Oh my Jesus.
Okay. Sure.
This is so cool, guys. I didn't know.
You know the thing about like dark modes is like it hurts my eyes sometimes.
What? Oh, the white doesn't hurt your eyes? Look, it's like I'm wearing shades all the time. These monitors are so bright.
That's not why you wear shades. You wear shades because you're a dork.
Yeah, well, that too. Like, I want to be official dork.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Officially dorky.
Wait,
Okay,
why
come on.
can't we?
Come on.
Why can't you click on that? You gotta do it from the okay. Okay, YouTube.
Listen, do my darndest. Okay. Boom. Okay.
Bam, guys.
Do you feel better? You feel better about that?
You know, I think it'll work like that every time. We won't have to try in the future.
No. Yeah. We'll set it up. So. Okay. All right. I was saying before I was rudely distracted, that I just love the nostalgia
I do
vibes.
want it.
I just love the nostalgia vibes on this, and maybe it's because of your choice of lead melody, but your guitars are also great when I can hear them past a whisper.
They're in the bus in the parking lot. You know,
not shitting on your mix down because I know you're gonna fix all that, but I'm just saying I like them. Okay. And you notice how he's doing the double kick? Yeah, we like that.
Oh, that's so cool. That roll. That's.
I'm not a fan of that crash right there, but
well, the crash is like
it'll be better when it's like maybe wash it out with reverb.
Yeah, it's so
drop it back in the mix.
dry,
yeah.
Dude. It's like cereal with no milk. You know, I'm like. It is loud. See, the only drum that is loud is the crash, and it's dry. So it's loud and dry. It's like somebody banging a triangle.
Like everything's at like negative 13 left, and then the crash is like -1.
Like you know what? You got Memory Design doing all the drums, and then Atlas comes in and bangs the crash cymbal and like gets out real
Memory
quick.
Design says not weak, correct.
he's like, bye suckers!
Yeah.
I hit this crash.
Well, look,
it's like the guy with the triangle at the band.
I love this track, and it's gonna be a bop when it's finished. But what I do almost always on my crashes is I wash them out with reverb.
Yeah, you also a lot of times like do a pass where it's like you take all the stuff under 5,000 hertz out of them.
Yeah.
You know, if you're having your crash take up a bunch of mid-range space, like who are you?
I've also been using saturation frequently, and just putting just a touch of saturation on my drum bus, and just to give it a little more just like it makes everything a little less sharp, and it just kind of adds a little bit more like a rougher dynamic
Just
to
throw
it.
some dirt on it.
Just throw a little dirt, just sprinkle a little dirt on it.
Like-
Rub dirt in it, and it's
The older I get, the more I want things just kind of like featheredly rough, you know?
Yeah.
Like not like perfect is not perfect, you know?
Well, I feel so often that like my tracks tend to be like maybe a little too sharp, and like because I'm like focusing too hard on the mix and like making sure everything has room, and then everything's just like coming through a little too sharp. I like things a little dusty, a little dirty.
Your tracks are very analytical, and they come off that way sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
Like we're inside your brain. No.
I mean, you know what you're doing. I'm not gonna hold your hand through mix down because I'm sure you're just gonna fix everything, but just pointing stuff out in case.
So is somebody's gonna sing? I think this is gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
I'm a little uncomfortable how great it could be.
I kind of like it just as an instrumental, but I mean, I would like to hear what kind of vox you put on it.
Oh, can I offer some advice from there's some synthwave people out there. So like, if you have a badass instrumental that you worked really hard on, and then you like come in and you do a featuring, you add somebody to add vocals, do yourself a favor and like on the single, release the instrumental. You know, if for two reasons. One, maybe somebody likes the track without the vocals, you know, like, but the second is you now have like a karaoke version of that track. Like people can just like sing, you know, and I know a lot of times people will want to perform something live or sing something, and it's like when you're an artist that is as small as some of us, you know, you know, you can't rely on the outside internet to make a karaoke version of your song.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
So like having the instrumental is great. And honestly, we've played some covers live, and the artists that have those instrumentals for them so Amber can like sing, it like made my life so much fucking easier. Like so anyway, do it. I bought them from them. They got my $1.
There's
I'll buy that
one
for
more thing
$1.
I was gonna say. Most of the sounds sufficiently wet, but there's that one high synth. I want some chorus on that. Throw a super VHS on there and bump that magic. Maybe even on the guitar too, but. And that it's not exactly an ARP, but it's like a faster top synth. Needs something on it.
It's also like, to me, like a lot of things need to come up, but that doesn't need to come up. That's like almost that's more in front than I would put on it. But then I've tried reverb first, you know.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but
try wetting it up, but it might. It's kind of like it's really punchy in a way that I don't know. Maybe a little compression and a little bit of
maybe a little compression, but I'm thinking like degrading it a little bit with chorus would be. How about chorus and reverb?
Yeah. Dude, take the VHS filter and kind of let it detune it a little bit, you know?
Detune it or just like add some like artifacts to it,
like tape slip.
But you know what would also be really cool is like a slight delay.
Ooh, yeah.
Like a 30-second delay. 30 second, not 30 seconds.
30 millisecond.
30 millisecond.
Dude, these people will take you literally. You know, and then they'll have this clip repeating on the internet, you know, and suddenly you'll be auto-tuned.
1/32.
Do people do that anymore? When you say something down on the internet and they write a whole song about it where you're like singing it? That was a big thing for a while.
It was, yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Take 2 chicken nuggets and shove them up your ass.
Want a 4-piece spicy chicken nugget? Yes.
My favorite's when I hear a song so good I just can't listen to it. I just need it shoved up my ass. Yeah.
Bacon it.
This is fantastic. Yeah, I cannot wait to hear this.
Is this what is the name of the track going to be? I hope that Is it gonna be different? I'm thinking it might be different. I don't know.
That's gonna be synth rock.
I could use a better name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
Maybe.
about nostalgia?
Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna actually one of these things I'm gonna put out soon is like a list of things that you don't want to title your synthwave track as.
Midnight Drive.
Like, you know. Oh, dude. I on that note, like, so we're about to be on Beyond Synth like in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be 2 to 4
Oh,
weeks.
that's right. Yeah.
Right. We already did that. We already did it.
Yeah.
We already did the interview, but it's like almost about to be published.
Right.
Anyway, so they just released an episode with a guy that's and I was listening to it on the way here, and it's his side project. So he's like half of I don't know, I just Siamese twins or something like that. That it's he's half of like this other act that's already been on Beyond Synth, but his new project is called TLF, and he hasn't revealed what it stood for prior to this. He's been doing it for 3 years.
Yeah.
And on the show, he's like, all right, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. It actually stands for The Lost Future.
Oh, and you're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude? I was like, but it happens with synthwave all the time. I will never name I'll never name another track with arcade in it.
Yeah.
No more neon.
Yeah.
Like, like
Future.
Yeah. Futures, but not great either.
Yeah.
Sunset also. Like,
Yeah.
Gotta avoid these. And if you do, take from me, add another word and not one of those words. So
Yeah.
no neon arcade. That's the worst. Now you've really messed
Midnight
up.
Neon.
Oh, yeah, no midnight. Midnight is also on that list of things to not name your track.
Midnight Miami Neon Arcade Drive. Midnight
86.
80. Yeah. Just call it Chernobyl.
It's like, oh shit, that was my next song. Memory Design was like, I already titled it that.
Oh, Neon Thunder. Yeah.
Give me ideas in the chat, because I'm gonna make an Instagram post about this. What are your worst?
What is the
synthwave
ultimate synthwave title?
Yeah.
Dude, great job. I want more.
How many tracks do we have? We got 5.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna allow more than 2.
We got 2 minutes for.
We got 2 minutes for submissions. But like, if we don't get some more submissions, I'll allow 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the same amount of time
Sure.
it takes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 10 minutes a track.
Fair enough.
So we can have 6 or 7.
Sure.
It's fine.
Fair enough.
Midnight Palm Tree Arcade.
Yeah.
I knew you were titling a track that. Damn it. It's funny when you talk to the guys that are super like OGs. It's like, so like Michael's Miami Nights 1984,
Yeah.
but he literally came up with that idea in 2008.
Right.
And nobody had done it.
Uh-huh.
But then afterwards, like, and you don't see this as much because you're not listening to the synthwave, but afterwards, basically, there are so many synthwave artists that are like generic name and then a year from the 80s, like, and it's so bad that like I would, if I saw someone who just started name themselves that, I would just like, it'd be like an immediate face palm.
Grilled cheese 85.
Yeah, grilled. Born
84. Yeah.
That sounds like he's going up against Reagan.
Yeah.
Or Bush. Like, yeah.
Anyway, your porn name is the street you grew up on and your pet's first name, or your first pet's name.
They did a whole like your synthwave name.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where I was like, that was the first one I was like.
But this one works well as long as you weren't born on like 87th Street or you lived on 80th Street. Like your childhood, street, and your pet's first name. Mine was Harry Johnson.
Really?
Yeah.
And
No. Yeah.
Your first
No,
pet?
no. It's your first pet's name and your mother's maiden name. That's what it is.
Oh.
Your first pet's name and your mother's maiden name. I want to hear what your guys'
First pet's name.
Yeah. Harry Johnson. That was my...
Okay, but so first adult pet or first when
you're a kid, the first...
I had hamsters when I was a kid. I got a kid. I guess that is a pet.
Yeah, followed by your social security number.
I guess mine would be what was it? What's that lady's name from Wheel of Fortune? Vanna?
Oh, Vanna White?
Yeah, Vanna.
Yeah.
So it's it'd be Vanna Stauffer.
See, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's
Vanna
not
Stauffer.
bad.
Yeah, that could be your artist name right there.
Yeah. Let's hear your porn names while we listen to.
Dude, the other day, my kid was asking me, it's like, Dad, what was your first car? And I was like, is my kid trying to fucking get past my password protection or something like that? And I was like, wait, that's a really stupid way to think.
It's a school bus. Doug
What's the name of your
Holes. I love
elementary
that.
school?
Ginger Island. Love these. Okay. Afterglow from Nacho.
Dude, everyone's always making excuses as soon as you hit play on the track. They're like, no judgment. It's not my best work.
You know what's so funny is I was just listening to this glitch sound. In fact, I think it's in our new intro.
Oh, damn.
I love it. It's really good.
It's really good.
Nice. Oh, this is great. Some hard techno.
All right, Nacho, I need you to do a Lost Future remix. I don't know, you haven't asked for one yet, but I'm officially calling you in. All right. Bring this vibe. Craig will tell you to do it.
Nice.
All right, I like this, but it's getting a little bit repetitive. I want a little bit more variation.
Techno is supposed to be repetitive.
I can make judgment on it. Just in that breakdown, I just like.
An interesting choice to be still filtered on your kick at this point. I feel like maybe you want more filtering on more things. This is weird because I feel like the kick should be full in right now.
Yeah. You can't give us just the tip to this far in.
You're not high enough.
You don't know how high I am, sir.
Choking. Dude,
Yeah,
so
he probably does.
as soon as Spangle came on the stage, just DMT everywhere. It just smelled like burning styrofoam the whole place.
That's gross. Especially if we're not high. Hey, the kick's in.
Yeah. Okay, so a little short for this kind of hard techno, but we mentioned here that your kick is like subdued all the way here, and I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I did notice. The other thing I was going to say, the snare you're using, or the clap, seems off in certain parts. All right. Right there, you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems slightly off time. It's like in time, and then it kind of drifts out of time. So I think with hard techno, I'm used to hearing a much sharper snare, and it's usually like a tight snare that's like chopped so that it's even tighter. So it's just like a little bit of a pop. Although this is not a poor choice.
No, yeah. But it doesn't come. It's like I don't hear it that like it's really waiting to come in. You know.
Yeah. Also, that snare roll that's happening every 32 or so. That might be happening a little too often for my taste. Not to say it's wrong. Just saying. I kind of want it more seldomly. About half as seldom.
He's looking for more info.
Okay. Well, definitely fix the snare and this kick issue here. But what I would do is I would this is a really, really powerful start. I think it needs to be up to like five minutes, maybe shit. You could even do 6 minutes on this, but a nice long breakdown. So I feel like this breakdown wasn't really long enough, and I want you to introduce a new series of sounds that are maybe in theme here. Maybe like get an ARP going.
I'd like an intermittent,
then,
like kind of like squeal or like high pitch, kind of like
sure.
sound like something that's like very doesn't have a constantly, but it's very staccato and wet.
And one thing I really like with hard techno is just like a really long, slow build that happens like throughout. And I think this drop here needs to be a little more minimal, because you come back in. You come in with a lot of stuff's going on.
Yeah, you don't have as many places to go, and we certainly need more like progressiveness with the cymbals. I want it's very simple pattern, and then I want to get a new cymbal every once in a while, right?
But minimal goes hard, super hard on tracks like these. There's just like too much going on, and I want to pull up maybe just an example of I've been dabbling with the tech lately, and what I've been doing is I've been, let's see if I can find it. So like this might be kind of loud. So I'll play this a little bit, but so you have a lot of synths and There's a lot to be said with just a kick, a bass, and maybe like a light pad or something. And then you just kind of pepper stuff in. So like, you know, and then during a breakdown, let's see if I even did a breakdown. So just going back into a minimal, like, yeah, in my opinion, that shit goes super hard, and I would like you to do something like this, a bigger, longer breakdown with like more effects, more sweeps, more risers. Then just hit with the kick and the bass, and just like maybe some slight effects for like all the way up to, you know, 231. And then start bringing the shit back in, you know. I think that would be fantastic. So I don't know, just my opinion, but like maybe try it out, see how you feel about it. But yeah,
try on my opinion.
Try on my opinion, like a pair of pants.
Yeah.
See if they fit.
If it doesn't fit,
throw them out. Send it to Goodwill. Say you're gonna send it to Goodwill and then end up throwing it in the trash. Yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I love techno. I love hard techno. And your sound choices and sound design here is great. I mean, like, those Reese's are fantastic.
Yeah, where's that? We just let Atlas remix this. He'd fucking like,
especially that like hard like FM synth there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this shit goes hard.
Remember, you now that you can go on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch for a week and like review all the dumb stuff we say.
Yeah,
people do it sometimes.
People do it.
You know.
Yeah, this fucks really hard. Yeah, dude. Keep chipping away at it. Send it back, because I'm really interested to see how this fleshes out for sure. Good job, dude. All right, we are going to listen to Rising Fields, his drum and bass project that he's apparently abandoned. I really like this this cover art. Let's see. Are you still making drum and bass, or you said you used to? This was uploaded 54 minutes ago, but
you're like convincing people to come back to drum and bass like an ex-girlfriend, you know? Be like, come on, let's give it one more shot.
you can blame it all on me. Yeah, good job, Nacho. I would argue that drum and bass is on an upswing right now, especially in the U.S. I love Liquid. Hey, can someone remind me real quick who April O'Neil is?
Oh, she's the program director for RetroSynth Radio.
Oh,
damn.
Rings a bell.
He has a southern accent, too.
Is that right? Southern Belle, huh?
Yeah, that's what at least that's what I remember from it. If I'm wrong, it's not to be offensive. I just thought that's what I heard.
I'll try to remember next time.
Okay, this is beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, this is great. I would love for you to do some remixes. Will you? Will you please? He's like, I need to take a break from drum and bass. I'm like, well, hold on.
Hold on.
Hold them.
He's been sweating me for the fire at Will Sims, like sweating me, and then then I'm stimming stuff out for war, and I'm feeling guilty. I'm like, oh, Rasmus Field's gonna be real mad. We're gonna do 1 a week, guys.
There's literally only one thing I have to say about this track, and that is the levels between the drops and the breakdowns are your drops are so loud. What?
Okay, just to get you say what you're gonna say.
The drops are very loud and the breaks are very quiet, so there could be a little bit more of a balance there. But yeah, this is beautiful. I'm about to wait. Why come?
So he just asked. So it's his track, so he can ask.
Yeah.
I forgot for a second that Rising Field is hyper on Vision.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because we've been talking about the whole time. He's like, what tracks are you asking me to remix?
Uh-huh.
So what? Didn't you pull one of them up?
I did, yeah.
That one with the ladies' vocals. I like that one.
Yeah. Okay. So there's
give him one with a little bit of vocals, so we really recognize
EP,
the remix.
That I have put together here. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. And I'll just scan through them real quick. So there's this one. Okay. This is they're all kind of just like dark minimal tech rollers. And then this one.
The Escape, yeah.
And then there's one called Low Tide. This is a little more, it's like dark liquid. Yeah, so there's this one. It's like. You might notice some Annihilation samples in there, and then this one I might take out or just redo altogether because I don't love it yet. Kind of a foghorn roller. I'll probably get to redo that one altogether, and then there's this guy. Anyway, I feel like you would be a great fit for stuff like that, and you don't have to do any kind of particular style, but like oh, thank you, Atlas. But I would really like remix. I'll put it out without remixes. I just really don't want to. So I think you'll be a great fit. Did you have anything to say about this track?
Oh, I mean, this track is just, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't feel like there was a little bit of a balance issue here?
I mean, let me like, yeah, I mean, that's definitely there. Like, I see how he swelled the sound right there,
but
it's like too much contrast, I think.
It's really close, but I don't, it's the only thing I can pick out. Like, I'm not making a big deal out of it. I'm just saying.
Look, I understand that you can't give Rising Field another "You're Did It." Okay, so guys,
wait, when did he?
I gave him one.
Oh, you did?
I did, like 2 weeks ago. It was fucking great. I mean, he had a really great track, and then he released it the next day. It was like I can't change this because it's already about to be released. And I was like, well, that's your first mistake. And then I was like, oh, actually,
I was thinking about giving it out, but I was like, what if?
Dude, nope. No, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's almost. We don't even give it out every time, guys. We can't go back and give it out. We could.
We could.
Good.
I only had one thing for it, so it's supposed to be a no-note star, but
no note star. How about we set it aside and like you're in the running.
You're in the running.
In the running.
Look.
You might have done it.
You kind of did it. Yeah, unfortunately, submissions are closed. However, anything that's sent in now will be first in line for next Thursday. So, there's that.
It's crazy.
Anyway, love this. Love you. Please consider remixes. There's work to be done. So, let's see.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Yeah. That makes was really give it to him, dude. Just give it to him.
All right.
He deserves it. Oh, confetti. Fireworks and confetti. You did it.
Congratulations to not Rising Field, but Hyper on Vision.
That okay, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Rising Field didn't do it. We heard another track from Rising Field.
Fucking confetti and shit. We need like a.
I don't know. It's like, where is our soundboard? Where I want to make like farting noises and
we
noises
do
like,
need farting noises
like,
for sure.
And like a horn, like those radio announcers.
Yeah.
Like they make fun of it on Family Guy.
Well, congratulations, second time winner.
Second time.
Rising Field.
I mean, not really, because this is Hyper on
different
Vision.
moniker.
Different moniker.
Yeah. Might as well be a different person.
Right, yeah. Who is that? Who is Hyper on Vision?
Well, good job, dude. Good job. All right, Memory Design. Do you remember me? This is the official music video.
Official. Drums are too quiet. You can't even hear them yet.
That's you dancing? No, it's not. Is it really? This track would be so much better with drums.
Well, the cymbals aren't too quiet.
This is you and Dave eating acid together, falling in love. I'm pretty sure that's Joe Collins dancing.
I think he is.
He hit the van only half a mile this time.
Like, Dave, why are the cymbals in the studio, but the kick and the snare are outside in the van? It's just a weird
I was
vibe.
tired. I was feeling lazy. I didn't want to bring them in.
Dude, it's really heavy. Okay. I like what's going on in the video.
Oh, I love this. Oh, I love that.
I didn't expect to go up right there.
The very soft vocals are great.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I'm not even going to tell you to bring them up because they're just really good.
I don't have any problem with it. Look, I can't bring these drums inside for you. I got the planter's foot, okay? Couldn't be lifting.
Oh, I like that rhythm there. Ooh. Yeah, PowerBook said turn up your drums.
I've set the van outside on fire. Get the drums out now.
I love this piece, dude.
This is super fucking good.
Yeah, it's just hard vibes.
Wait, what? So what's the? Who's the? So is the dancer AI? Like is dancer who? What? How is the dancer?
I think it's
working?
just like stock footage.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to give away the secret, but yeah, this is great.
I might put this on. Play this.
Yeah, this week. Yeah.
After I get him to re-render it for me with drums or appropriate volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have the only version that.
Have we ever figured out why his drums are so quiet?
No. Here's the thing. Let me be real for a second. I think that before he started talking to us, he felt like this was the level that because his drums, we make fun of him for being quiet, but they're not crazy quiet. They're just like, to me, obviously not loud enough. You know? And I think that he intentionally felt like, okay, this is the mood, and so it kind of the drums are a little more subtle, and by subtle, I'm letting them be quiet or something. I mean, this is just a guess, Dave. I mean, you're in the comments, you can explain yourself, obviously, but I think he was doing it with intention until I was like, wake up, these are quiet.
Yeah.
You know, and then he's like, oh,
I see.
Okay, maybe maybe people are allowed to hear him.
So it was a stylistic choice.
A stylistic choice.
Okay.
Stylistic choice,
Right.
I think.
It's not that he can't make his drums louder.
No, he has his new tracks that he's been producing the drums are fine.
Oh, okay.
Since he's talked to us.
Yeah. Wandos. Yeah, dude, this is fantastic. And for as quiet as the drums are, I really like them a lot. They're processed really well. Yeah, they're fantastic.
I mean, you've been a younger producer before. You listen to your thing, you're like, what was I thinking? And like, what you were thinking is, this shit's great.
Oh, weren't we gonna start playing some of our old tracks once per stream?
Yeah. Play something old.
Okay.
Old. You got to go in the old direction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This track is phenomenal. If I had listened to it a year ago, I would have told you to bring up the drums, and that would have been the only thing.
Yeah.
So, God, what do we pick? How far back are we going?
Or just do turn it around. It doesn't have to be that far back.
Oh, I haven't listened to this in a long time.
Yeah, this is 10 years ago. How about that?
This is 10 years ago.
Can we do it? 10 years, Alex and Todd. I don't remember what this sounds like.
We're not gonna listen to the whole thing.
No, we're gonna skip forward.
Yeah, because we're really big fans of the 1 minute intros. Oh, it's gonna sound like shit. That is the guarantee.
We ever played things that we thought sounded amazing when we put them out? And we'll play Panty Dropper one day. Yes. Are we gonna filter these? No.
It's a lot of massive.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Man, I actually thought it was going to be better.
It always is.
I was like, that's not even far enough back. Like, we're going to sound decent.
And
then I was like, oh.
That was before we knew anything about mastering.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's just I mean, okay, Heavenly Plague.
That's good though.
I mean, it's old. Anyway, next week we'll play another oldie.
Yeah, you can get be like rewind with be like, I just want, the point is, we want to say is that every everybody who continues fighting gets better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we sucked for a long time.
Dude, I was like, hey, we were listening to that, and I was like, so you're gonna filter that kick when it gets faster, right?
Your side chaining is crap.
I was like, what is happening? I was like, you're not gonna filter the kick?
Mix shit, master shit, side chaining shit.
What? I'm like, oh, I guess it's just gonna be right in there.
Very dry, very dry. Anyway, Memory Design. Love this track.
Oh, we have lots of collabs from a decade ago.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we've been making music for.
I think that we've made at least 50 to 100 tracks together. I would say. 50 at least. So yeah.
Yeah, I made like something like 450 tracks.
Yeah. So I mean, like at least 50 we've made together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not including the Alex Lightspeed project.
Yeah.
Like this is before that. So there's plenty to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it. Don't look it up.
But it does exist.
Good job, Memory. I love
Recoil though.
We'll play Recoil one of these days.
Recoil is great.
Yeah.
Recoil is like probably like that's my favorite piece of electro we've made.
It's
and
good.
everyone who hears it is like, whoa, you guys did this?
Fortuna is pretty good too.
Fortuna is good.
Yeah.
Fortuna is good. Yeah.
All right. Well, good job, Memory. Let's jump into Atlas Spice Horrors pre-release.
Extra loud mix.
-2 love mix. Any day now. Come on, Google. Crushing really hard. Yeah. When that snare hits.
And not on the girl that's sitting next to you in class.
No.
She's not vibing.
Oh man, you're clipping so hard. I like that film.
Still see
Cataclysmic event imminent. Seismic disruption.
That bass is sick. I just wish it wasn't clipping so hard.
Danger.
This drop feels a little weak, but it's building. Nice. that drop should have been. Yeah, this is fucking sick.
Yeah, that should be earlier.
This should be earlier. Yeah, that's what you should have dropped into. There was, when you were using the vocoded vocal somewhere around in here in the breakdown, when she's kind of doing that like throaty stuff here, but
Cataclysmic event imminent.
I would take that out.
Don't take that. That's what I was gonna say. I everything that sounds like that,
Yeah.
those vocals,
It belongs in a different
I don't
track.
think I don't think it adds to this at all. In fact, it like kind of pulls away from sort of the tribal future vibes, you know.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, yeah, I would say that this track feels maybe a little multiple personality, you know. There's like so many different themes happening, and like the core of it is really fucking
Dude,
good.
it's closer than I've ever heard it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, you've heard this one before?
Yeah, you know, I mean, he really rearranges it every
And
time.
it's still clipping.
Oh, it's been clipping the whole time. It's like this is that I'm just ignore that as like
It's just part of
Atlas, like, oh, Atlas is here kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to listen past the clipping. You know, like turn my brain and do maybe somebody else will do the master for him, so it won't be.
He'll turn it down tomorrow. Okay, stop. Google, come on.
Okay, well.
So that like fake drop and then build into a better drop. Get rid of that. Get rid of that and just go into the better drop.
Right. Or your other stuff you could put after that. You should start with the kind of simpler thing with the tribal vocals over it in that second drop, and then you can bring more complexity like as that goes on, or you can change it after a phrase or something. But I definitely don't like it's like okay, it's like destruction or something or destruct. I'm like all that stuff is like
it's not terrible, but like I placed properly.
Let me. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like this right here would be a better outro than a drop.
Let me give it context though. It's like internally, I've decided that cyberpunk tracks with just like generic announcements before the drop,
like vocoded pre-drops,
like are like calling your track Neon Arcade. They're out, or starting it with a cassette tape or something.
Fair enough.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's out. You know, it's out. It's like it's last year's skirt. You know, like you can do better. Like I think that's what I want to say.
Well, I guess yeah. I could say that this track feels below your capabilities. I know you're.
I mean, I'm lucky that you love me and you'll listen to me, and you're not gonna like, you know.
That's funny. I put a DJ mix out last year called Extra Terra, spelled differently, but I didn't know that was an artist. So every artist name is taken in the whole world. I mean, you can call yourself Buttered Bread, and somebody took it. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I looked up fucking DJ Buttered Bread. Oh, what do you know?
DJ Bread and Butter.
Fucking close enough.
Hey, DJ Bread and Butter, you know.
Yeah.
DJ Daily Bread. Dude, buttered bread is available.
Hey.
What
do you know? Pineapple cupcake.
No, hey, Atlas, I like, you know, you're obviously like, I want you to do a remix, so you know I really like your production.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, I mean, I'm gonna master that.
We're hard on you because we know you and we like you.
And this is so cool. The Dune theme is really cool, and the tribal kind of like that gives it that Dune vibe is also really awesome. So like stay away from the things that don't give it that Dune vibe, you know? Like stay in that theme, you know? And then like and you're way closer than the last time I heard it. Like the music is pretty close if you didn't master it, you know? And then but then like I mean literally like if I had 5 minutes with this track, I feel like I could move that pre-drop. I could delete these weird generic I just dumped them in from fucking Splice pre-drop vocals, and I could like sprinkle in a little bit more of that tribal texture and then give it a little bit of an outro and hit render, like, and it would be like bam, this track is like 500 times more awesome to me. But you know, also you could just put things out. You frequently do put things out that I like, and without, you don't have to listen to my advice.
Well, I think we're supposed to be getting a Bad Kill release from him, right? But we're
supposed to be getting so much from him, and he owes me a remix of More Machine Than Man that he won't start. Yeah, he won't start. He won't do it. I mean, maybe he has started it. I'm just fucking with him.
Yeah, if you're releasing it with us, we'll do all kinds of work for you. So
yeah, we'll do things.
Keep that in mind. We'll do your mix downs. We'll do your masters.
We'll you know, you want to suck from this teat.
But we can also help you with like, you know, if you're struggling with like composition of a track and stuff, we can like give you nudges and like.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for the feedback stream.
Yeah, we can.
You're like, oh, too bad. We're the only cable company in town.
Yeah, we can like mess around with your stuff, and I don't know. There's benefits, but this has a shit ton of potential, but it just needs some tuning.
I told Miami Nights that you would that you were gonna be on the remix compilation, so I better make sure it's mastered at a reasonable amount of luffs. It's like other people have standards.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good call. The Fifth Element vibes for sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's. I mean, there's definitely Dune clips, you know. But Fifth Element vibes is fine too. Like that's good. I just, you know, I think the more I listen to like synthwave, cyberpunk, dark wave, vapor, all that, this kind of big super genre, you know, the more I just like I am like, you need to not avoid the tropes. You know, you need to bring something to the table that is new and interesting, because AI can write the tropes.
True.
Like that, you know, and you're not. And if I'm listening, sometimes I was listening to like an EP the other day that somebody submitted, because I told everyone to submit their best work and I'd put it on a playlist, which I've been doing, mind you. But I listened to a cyberpunk EP that was so like tropey that I was like, I think AI wrote this. You know, like it's just too on the nose, too like right there. There's nothing compelling about
cyberpunk dreams.
You know, yeah.
Cyber future. Yeah.
So you know, let's raise the bar. Let's more human, more mistake.
He'll send the pre-master for More Machine Than Ham.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was gonna make you do it. You're acting like you're doing me a favor. I was gonna tell you how to. Multipass.
Well, all right, we're gonna end it with Access Code from Demon Chillin'. I like that synth a lot. Wow. Nice. Now we're talking.
Give me some fucking Prodigy vibes here. You know what I'm saying?
Now we're talking Fifth Element vibes for sure.
Oh, hi.
little bit of clip in there. I like the rolling 808 cowbell. Nice, dude. This mix isn't terrible for what this is, which is kind of like a late 90s breaks track. Almost electro breaks. You are clipping it with your 808. So that's something you definitely want to watch for. It's clipping your compressor there, but there's parts, especially near the end here, where I feel like you're having some clashing drum loops. Or that one poppy snare there is maybe just a little too loud, or maybe just out of place, but it does sound maybe too obviously like stacked loops. Which is okay. It's okay. It's not like against the rules or anything, but it's something that my ears pick out. But the vibes on this are great. I mean, this is like, I don't hear stuff like this ever. Like, I have vinyls like this, but I don't hear like good electro breaks ever. Your low bass or your low bass synth sounds are really, really good. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely really, really like it. I feel like I was hoping for like an introduction of some other sort of element right about where my finger is right here. Like, it was like, I felt like we got to that point and then we were just kind of like, we were just repeating and there's a stylistic thing there. I mean, this is super unique. Like, I don't hear that anymore. And I agree with that. I think that you could have added one more element, So, just like it could have like been, there's like, I was waiting for the next kind of exciting moment,
Yeah.
Like, I felt like this was kind of building up to another thing, but it didn't quite ever do that.
Well, it's funny you say that. Neon Warren just said Terry Mullen, because like some acid in there would be really cool toward the end.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I was like thinking there would be one more cool ripping element that would be added to it, you know?
Acid line would be.
Yeah, acid line would be fucking great.
Right on the money. With
So
that,
I'm not the only one thinking that.
with that and a proper mix and master, this would be fucking phenomenal. There is a big, maybe not huge fan base, but there's a strong fan base for this kind of electro breaks, and this would fit nicely on one of those labels. Because people have a lot of nostalgia for those like older Florida electro breaks. There's people out there still making them, so this would fit right in there, 100%. Well, cool, man. Thanks for dropping that in. I hope that was any kind of helpful. Really good tracks on the stream this week.
Oh yeah, we got some stiff talent in here, and you know,
throbbing talent.
I'm always really impressed with you guys, and if I was intense with you, it's because I like your music and I want the best for you, and I'm like, and as always, everything that we say is just an opinion. You know, take it, leave it, you know.
Yeah,
like roll it around your head. Well, you know, we're
here to help.
We're here to help, but like, it's okay to not listen to us. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
Not illegal to be like, those guys didn't get it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you guys all for hanging out. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I hope next week treats you very nicely. And we will see you all next Thursday, 6 p.m.
Thursday.
And remember, you can always submit through our website, badkillrecords.com/submit. You can do that anytime, day or night.
Yeah, remember to click and select feedback stream from the drop-down menu. It works now.
It works for now. So,
so hey, if you're Nacho, Gemini, like, you know, Atlas already's on it.
Okay.
But start it, please. If
and
you got,
Rising Field.
And Rising Field's waiting for.
We gotta get some stuff, so.
Rising Field. So, Nacho, Gemini, anybody else who wants to do remixes for the Alex Lightspeed remix compilation that's going to come out on Rosa Corsa, like beginning of next year, you got to hit me up. I'll get you stems. Rising Field, we need you to remix for
I'll get some stem packs out
for Todd.
I'll start.
Why don't you send him the link to the secret link to the EP so that he can pick a track to remix.
Do you already talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him on Discord.
Okay. You remind me. I'll send you the link. You send it. Well, or just like get us in contact.
Can you, Rising Field? Will you email badkillrecords@gmail.com for us?
Yeah. Let's get the open line of communication.
badkillrecords@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Email. Just be like, hi, I'm Rising Field.
No pressure, but if you don't do it, we're gonna be really, really upset. All right.
No pressure, but pressure cooker.
All right, love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you next Thursday. Until then,